Today we're going to be making this delicious fried zucchini pasta. Essentially it consists of these addicting fried zucchini pieces. Then we're going to make a pistachio pesto. So essentially going to make a simple little sauce, toss the pasta with some ricotta dollops. Before we jump in, I want to give you a little kind of background how this dish came about. It actually started all at Il Mulino in New York. Beautiful little restaurant. And what was cool is they bring out this complimentary fried zucchini dish, and I still think about it to this day. So I knew after eating it, I wanted to recreate it, and then I thought of doing a pasta. So here we are today, and let's jump right on in. First, we're going to start off by prepping the zucchini. So here I'm using 4 medium-sized zucchini. You could totally use 2 large as well. Cut off the ends of the zucchini. Then you're going to want to grab a mandolin, get that at 1/4 inch. Then start using the mandolin. Say if you don't have this, you could definitely just cut them in pretty thin slices. No, I'm just kidding, guys, but I did that because you gotta be very cautious when using a mandolin. You want to just take your time and then use the guard as it gets closer down below. I have cut myself before. It was not fun. This is why using a mandolin is great. Look at that. It's perfect slices, really nice and thin, and obviously even throughout. Repeat the process with all the rest of the zucchini. And now you're going to want to grab a big cutting board, lay out some paper towel sheets. Now add the zucchini in a single layer. And I'm going to make you watch every single one. Totally joking. Snap of the fingers. Bam. Now bust out the salt, give this a nice sprinkle right on top. And then what this is going to do is going to draw all that moisture out of the zucchini. It's going to allow us to get these super crispy and delicious. Cover with some paper towels, and then we're going to let this sit for about 20 to 30 minutes. Oh, don't mind me just picking some fresh basil. If you don't have any, buy some at the store. Give that a nice rinse. Then we're basically going to get the basil off the stalk, like so. Add fresh basil or any herbs to a paper towel. You can see here, roll it, pat, roll again. This is going to dry the herbs without ripping them or anything like that. There you go. Tear up the basil. This will make it easier to food process. Grab yourself a small food processor, throw the basil in. This is a pistachio pesto, so you might have guessed it. We're going to need some pistachios. Throw in 1/4 cup pistachios. Do a nice sprinkle of red pepper flake and a nice sprinkle of black pepper. Also add in 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Slice up 3 garlic cloves and then cut a lemon in half. We're going to do juice of 1/2 a lemon. Grate about 1/4 cup of Parmigiano Reggiano. This one from Costco is actually pretty solid. Throw in the lemon juice, the Parmesan cheese, and the garlic to the food processor. Now we're going to drizzle in 3 tablespoons of EVOO, as the homie Rachel Ray likes to say, extra virgin olive oil. Give this a nice blend. And once it's pretty smooth, add in 1 more tablespoon of olive oil. Blend again, then you'll see it's going to puree it a little more. So here is the results. I'm telling you, this stuff is dynamite. Add the pesto to a small bowl. You're going to set this aside. It's now ricotta dollop time. Start off by shredding some mozzarella cheese. We're going to do about 1/2 cup. Add in 1/4 cup shredded Parmesan Reggiano. Throw in the 1/2 cup of mozzarella. Right here I have a full fat ricotta. I'm going to use 1/2 cup. Add that in. Sprinkle in 1/2 teaspoon salt and then add in 1/4 teaspoon pepper. Give that a nice little mix and then set it aside. I promise it's almost time to cook. Last step is the batter for the zucchini. For that, we're going to add in 1/4 cup cassava flour, 1/4 cup potato starch, 1 teaspoon salt, 1/2 teaspoon onion powder, 1/2 teaspoon garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon paprika, 1/2 teaspoon black pepper. Whisk that up until thoroughly combined. Set aside. You can see how much moisture has left the zucchini by how wet the paper towel is. So give them a pat one more time. Make sure they're all dry. Remove them from the paper towel and then basically just add them to the bowl. Give them a nice coat in the flour mixture, ensuring that each side is evenly coated. Add in 2 cups avocado oil to a Dutch oven or pan. Once that gets to 350 degrees, drop in your zucchini. The trick here is do it one at a time in an even layer. That way they're going to have some space. They're all going to get nice and crispy. Cook those for about 1 to 2 minutes each side. Then remove to a wire wrap. Hit it with a little salt. Then repeat the process until the zucchinis are all cooked up. There's a lot of flavor in that zucchini oil, so I like to strain it off, and then I have that oil that we're going to cook with to help make the sauce. Let's get the pasta cooking. Fill up a pot with water. Give that a nice sprinkle of salt. Right here I'm using Rayos. It's by far my most favorite pasta when I'm on my ish days. Drop the pasta in the water, and then you're going to let this cook to package instructions. Trick is save some of the water. It's got some really good starch content in there. That's how we're going to thicken our sauce. Alright guys, we are at the finish line. Time to bring it all together. Right here I have that gorgeous zucchini oil. Add in about 2 tablespoons. Give that a nice swirl to make sure the bottom is fully coated. Then we're going to add in half of the pesto mixture. Give this a little mix, and then what you're going to do is you're going to slowly drizzle in the pasta water. You're going to see this is going to start to form a sauce. The starch in that water is going to begin to thicken. So it's really cool. It's kind of like a creamy pesto sauce, no cream needed. Use about 1 to 1.5 cups of the water. Trick is you don't want this too thin or too thick. Really happy with where the sauce is at right here. So I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of butter. What I did is I cubed up the butter. It's going to help melt a little easier. So basically add in a few of the cubes at a time and give that a little whisk so that the butter incorporates into the sauce. This is basically just make it a little more velvety, a little more creamy. The sauce is looking great. So now we're going to add the pasta. Essentially, I dropped all the pasta in. It did become a little dry, so I would recommend probably starting with half of the pasta, mix it up, and then go from there. That is what's nice, having that pasta water handy. If it does get a little too dry, drizzle some of that in. It's going to help create more of a sauce. Now add in some of those zucchini chips. We're going to add in about half of the zucchini chips. Give that a nice mix. That's going to incorporate throughout the pasta and sauce. And that is it, guys. Time to serve. I'd love to serve this family style. Grab a big platter, dump out the pasta, fix up the pasta, make sure it's looking nice and neat. Add on those extra zucchini chips, sprinkle them around the plate. Then you're going to do some dollops of pesto around. Get 2 spoons. That's how we're going to create the ricotta dollops. I like to put 3 right along there. Finish off with a little drizzle of olive oil, and we are done. Grab yourself a bowl. It's finally time to eat. Biggest trick with this dish, you want to make sure you get a mixture of that ricotta dollop, the pesto, the zucchini chips, obviously the pasta. Everything tastes so damn good together. Get a nice bowl, eat it on up, and that is a wrap. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I got plenty more content coming out. Can't wait for you guys to see it. Much love and peace.